Hi everyone, today we will be talking about the flat chisel. This is a very important tool when it comes to finishing a sculpture, and if you're interested in letter carving, this is arguably the only tool you'll need to know about. So if you want to know more about this tool, stay with us. First thing you need to know is that the flat chisel is a finishing tool. In the previous episode, we've been looking at the point chisel and the tooth chisel, which are used respectively for roughing out a stone and for getting closer to the final shapes of a sculpture. And it's at this stage that the flat chisel comes in, to remove the rough marks left by the tooth chisel. Like any other chisel, this is a metal handheld tool and is both available in hardened steel or carbide. As usual, its length varies between 20 to 25 centimeters and its diameter is between 1 and 2. And as you can see, the width of the cutting edge varies greatly in size. It can go from a couple of millimeters up to 10 or even 12 centimeters. This is, for example, the widest flat chisel that I have here. The shape of the cutting edge must be perfectly square and perfectly sharp. This is of extreme importance when it comes to carving letters, but it's also very helpful when you're carving the finer details of your sculpture. The only issue that you might encounter when working with such sharp corners is that if not used with extreme delicacy, they might leave scratches on the surface of the stone. To avoid this issue, you can slightly round the corners of the cutting edge so that it won't bite too much into the stone. Now bear in mind that there is a difference between a flat chisel with rounded edges and a roundel, which are chisels with a completely round cutting edge. We'll talk about this next time. So when carving with flat chisels, I would advise you to use either synthetic round mallets like these ones, or a small steel round mallet like this one. And if you want to change the delicacy of your touch, you just need to change the position at which you hold the hammer. Generally speaking, if you want to smooth down the surface, you should hold the chisel at a low angle and strike it carefully. Whereas if you want to remove more material, you should hold the chisel at a wider angle. The traces left behind by the flat chisel tend to be sets of smooth parallel lines, but if you work with care, those will be barely noticeable. As a matter of fact, many of the Greek sculptures that we admire today have been finished with a flat chisel. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, comments or suggestions, leave them below and I'll be more than happy to check them out for you. Keep sculpting and I'll see you next time.